Dulquer Salmaan, who made his debut in Malayalam with the debutant's low-budget film's second show, is today an actor with successful films in all the major film industries of India. His hard-earned success story is presented in this episode. Welcome to the new episode of Film Reporter. The audience was eagerly waiting for Mammootty's son's debut in the film. They expected a royal debut. But Mammootty, the superstar of Malayalam cinema, did not do any help or promotion for his son's film debut. In what was possibly one of the most low-key debuts for someone of his starry lineage, Dulquer's film innings began with 2012's Second Show, an avant-garde noir gangster flick that featured a bunch of newcomers. Second Show tanked at the box office, but its debutante's screen presence and baritone didn't go unnoticed. In 2012, Dulquer Salmaan also appeared in the film Ustad Hotel. Directed by Anwar Rashid and written by Neelima Menon, Dulquer played Faizi, an aspiring sous chef who learns the nuances of gastronomy from his grandfather Thalakan. The jugalbandi between these two actors from different generations was endearing to watch. From such unassuming beginnings emerged a new era for Malayalam cinema, with Dulquer forming one part of a powerful triumvirate along with Niven Pali and Fahad Fasil. Dulquer Niven Fahad made up for the absence of bona fide young stars from Malayalam cinema, stars a new generation of moviegoers could relate to and identify with. Still, Dulquer's trajectory remained far from smooth. Initially, a bulk of his characters seemed to adhere to the urban rebel, prodigal son archetype. His collaborators at the time saw sparks of the consummate performer he could be. For instance, Dulquer's Neelima Menon, and Kali director Samir Tahir, refers to him as a thinking actor and thorough professional, whose mood often changes according to the depth of his roles. 2014, Ranjit Snyan saw Dulquer essay the dual roles of freedom fighter KTN Katur and a young blogger Ravi, who is inspired by his writings. It was one of Dulquer's first feature-length attempts at stepping out of his comfort zone. It felt like a step back from Kulant Barya, the Amal Nira-directed short in the anthology film Anju Sundarikal, in which Dulquer had deftly infused life into the role of a wheelchair-bound photographer who observes the world around him through his apartment window. According to industry insiders, was very hesitant about Mani Ratnam's proposal to cast him as the lead in OK Kanmani. Fitting into an unusual milieu was a concern for the actor, and reportedly, it was Mammootty who advised him to get over his doubts and join the project. OK Kanmani ended up being a milestone in Dulquer's career, and he aced Adi, a video game creator, in a live-in relationship with Thara. It opened up new avenues for the actor, who was now being noticed across industries. He is diametrically opposite to Mammootty. It is a great feeling to watch a young man who has grown up under a giant, to not have shades of him at all. To be independent and unique in his own way, without any traces of his father, and still be such a good talent. He is a wonderful actor, very real and energetic, director Mani Ratnam said of his OK Kanmani star in an interview. The transition from boyish protagonist to man was completed by the time of 2015's Charlie. Director Martin Prackett, written by Uni R., as the elusive yet alluring bohemian protagonist who spreads compassion and laughter wherever he goes, Dulquer was unequivocally charming. A string of roles with substance would follow Charlie, a guy who grapples with anger issues in Kali, the reformed and reluctant strongman caught in a real estate netherworld in Kamatapattam, a son hoping to restore his father's dwindling fortunes in Joe Monty Subishashangal, and multiple parts in Solo. 2019's The Zoya Factor was panned as a soulless film, although Dulquer's turn as the debonair Indian cricket team captain Nikhil Kota was described as its sole redeeming aspect. 2021. It was perhaps Kurup that truly tapped Dulquer's true potential for pan-India stardom. Not only was it released in 4 languages with Dulquer dubbing for the Tamil, Telugu and Hindi versions, apart from Malayalam. The promotions were designed to appeal to audiences across the country. The strategy of publicizing the film in all the major metros reaped rich dividends, pulling a pandemic-wary audience back into the theaters. One reason for Dulquer's pan-India appeal, apart from his looks, has to be his skill with languages. He dubs for himself and that matters. 2022. Sita Ramam will be remembered as one of Dulquer's career-defining performances. As the tender and steadfast Lieutenant Ram who falls madly in love with the mysterious Sita. Dulquer was so compelling and charming that his death as a martyr in the line of duty leaves you inconsolable and bereft. His depiction of Ram had incredible nuance and honesty, and importantly, made quick work of overcoming the language barrier. Dulquer as a serial killer targeting film critics, in Chup, Revenge of the Artist. Chup's Danny was a far cry from the gentle, mild-mannered Lieutenant Ram, and Dulquer showed he could ace that duality. By day, Danny is an unassuming florist, romantically involved with a journalist. Kobe Knight, he is a psychotic killer who clinically slashes his victims before disposing them off. It was a hitherto unseen facet of the actor. In the 11th year of his film career, Dulquer Salmaan continues to take consistent strides ahead. Though he continues to be next only to Mammootty and Mohanlal when it comes to initial box office pull in Malayalam cinema, Dulquer seems keener on widening his base across India right now. We'll be eagerly awaiting the next decade of Dulquer.